Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I have finally returned home. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. You are now watching the final hours. This is it, the last 2 hours of the Plainfield TV Information Center before it is officially retired. So I hope you enjoyed the weather scan emulation that we ran while I was at my grandparents', although we've had several difficulties that we were tackling along the way. But at the very least, we hope you enjoyed it. So now I'd like you all to witness the Info Center for one last time. And yes, let's not also forget, we have KDKA coming up here in a few minutes. I just got home, had a hard time unpacking everything and such. This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting. Well, they're talking about the Grammys right now. Alright, so while we wait for KDKA, I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up Audacity, and I'm going to go through a few other things. Oh, this is probably going to be log only. Yeah, this iPause test from this point on out is log only now. Yeah, you can see how stupid it is now. Now we can't get the iPause test physically on WGON anymore. We have to go through their cap deck now. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. So there we go. Require weekly test for Guam and the Mariana Islands. And I don't think Audacity is showing up. I gotta update it. There it is. Alright. So, see, I hope you enjoyed the weather scan emulation. I hope you will enjoy it tomorrow when we introduce it. We have, oh wow, we're down to a marginal already. Yeah, in that video I posted earlier this morning, I actually posted several. Earlier this, I was pretty alarmed when I saw my subscriber count at 273, but thankfully earlier this afternoon it's back up now. So that Multi-Day Madness compilation, the longest compilation in my channel's history now, it's incredible. And then I went through a full demonstration of that online emulation. I even posted a video of that ramp, including a new dog. Yeah, apparently one of the neighbors got a new dog. And then I posted the Sunday morning, but I was dumb enough to realize it was private, and I didn't put the fan test up. I forgot to put the fan test up, so let me do that now. I'm gonna put the fan test up really quickly here. Alright, the fan is going up. Alright, I just put up the fan. I forgot to do that this morning. Then that other video, it's a short one. It's about the enhanced risk. I was going to break the news to WeatherPro that I saw the enhanced risk. And all of this we will discuss following the KDKA test, along with a few other things. So now, if you will give me a second, we will go ahead and get all situated here. Alright, we're losing signal already. That's not good. Oh, that's not. Alright, so since we didn't do WHC last week, I did, but my computer crashed before it, right when it happened, so they're all silent. Yeah, they're all silent.
Thank you for listening to WAHC. We need to interrupt regular programming to activate the emergency alert system. Please stand by.
Okay, what's going over WAHC already? This is not related. Probably going to be for Wyoming. Oh, went over on WR. We could have a Texas Amber Alert. Test, and then I'll explain what just happened. Not right now, please.
So the question is, how do I get started? Call the office, and I'll give you the phone number 2 times, 724-934-8446, and we'll do that consultation first to sit down and talk about it. And the phone number again is 724.
Thank you for listening to WAHC. We need to interrupt regular programming to activate the emergency alert system. Please stand by.
auto test in a few hours. Alright, I'm going to wait for WXM61 to replay the Amber Alert message that we got just a moment ago. Alright, now to upload Amplify. I know there was an SVR from Norman, but I don't really care about that right now. Alright, Amplify is going up. And for some reason WAHC failed to relay the KDK test. So this is going to be an interesting thing that... Oh yeah, of course, KCCU related. Alright. Dell Wireless Driver. Yeah, it's in the mountain time zone. So, yeah, I gotta update the wireless driver, so we are gonna lose signal for a moment or so while it does this. Yeah, so it's gonna be a moment or so while this wireless driver is installed. And you know what? If you would like me to, if you would like to see the progress of it as well, here you go. Here. Ugh. Oh yeah, it's a universal app. Yeah, some reason OBS does not want to play nice with universal apps. It doesn't want to play nice with universal Windows apps. Alright. Got the fan up, got KDK up, got the Amplify up. I'm gonna wait for the... I'm gonna put the Wyoming Amber Alert up next. We'll go through the 50,000 different videos on my account. The main one, Sandhill Cranes. Savage got the Amber Alert. There's my fan. There's the ramp. I'm assuming this is... Oh yeah, there was also a law enforcement warning for a manhunt. There was an Amber Alert as well. So wow, we've had a interesting thing. HB36 guy was getting all this stuff too. I think he got the tornado warning. EAS fanboy uploaded a few more things from the severe weather events. Gracie Power put something up. Here's the Gold Rush episode I missed. I always miss. Alright. We are back. Sorry that that outage went a lot longer than I had expected. So I did start I had to update the wireless card. I think it was critical. I don't think there was an update on Dell Update. I think I was looking at Dell Updates package, and I don't think it came up correctly. So, let's see. I think it gave like an error. Let's see. I think it said. So of course I was having my usual snack break. Then when I came back, it said update failed, and I was like, okay, well this is a problem. So, I downloaded the driver. The Wi-Fi driver from Dell's website on my laptop, used nearby sharing to send over the executable to my desktop computer, and then I ran the update, ran the installation. So what I did was, on that screen, since it detected that the driver was already installed, it was just, I think I was saying, it's corrupted. So I clicked repair, and it did work. It did actually work. However, it told me to restart. So I rebooted the machine, and then for some reason it took a while. It took longer than it normally does to reboot, because it took about a minute for the lock screen to come up, which usually does not happen on SSDs, and then I had to update OBS. Alright, but now, with all of that nonsense finally finished, now I can finally do what I was wanting to do before we had to do all that update stuff. So, I am, so what I'm doing right now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to trim down that live stream that we were running a few days ago. There's actually a few trims that I need to do on it before I can make it public again. So, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are already well aware that we were going to switch. Let's see, what's this claim? Visual claim. Yeah, I'm going to remove. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that claim. So what I'm going to do is when I trim the video, I'm going to take off all the visual claims. Yeah, and it was going pretty slow for the first minute after the reboot. But following that, it's actually now functioning. It's now functioning properly. Alright, we should have everything here. Now I do have the desktop audio muted, and the only thing you're seeing is the Audacity window while I perform this. Now pretty much I'm going to trim down the last few minutes of the show. I think I know I ran it for much longer. I think it was only like about an hour before all this started. For some reason it's not loading. Maybe it's probably still loading elements. Anyway, in the meantime, if you remember the 294 video that I uploaded, alright, here we go. Locate the part where he starts messing around with the banners. And that part I'm going to trim off. Because if you remember from my Blackhawks live stream, pretty much you could tell how ineffective StreamYard is in terms of security. Now, this is the problem with StreamYard. It's security. You can see it changed the color to red without me even knowing. Yep, there we go. So so right when the color switches to red, that's where I'm gonna cut it off. And it was at, let's see, 5 hour, let's see, was it 5:53:05? Let me play this again. Let me see, it was at, I think it was somewhere like 5:24. 5, 6, so it was at 5:26. So right here, 5:53:25, I'm going to cut it off. So I'm going to cut the last, so I'm going to cut those final minutes off. And there we go. The last minutes here are cut off. Actually, these alright, and then I'm going to trim these last, so let's see, right here I'm going to cut these last few minutes of the show off. Was it 23:25? Okay. Yeah, I know you're seeing visual editations being made, but you can't actually hear it. But what you are seeing right now is the actual process of it, of the actual editing being done. And I do have it private, and once I have all these editations made, then I will make the video public once I have this process finished. So I know the only thing you're seeing right now is Audacity, but I will be preserving the full copy of the video. So before I do anything else, I'm actually going to download a full copy. I'm going to download the entire live stream as visual evidence. And before I make all of these adjustments, I need the visual evidence before I adjust it. Now, the reason why, and there is a reason why I'm adjusting this. There is a reason why I'm adjusting this. And this is so this stream can abut. So this is to make sure that all the stuff that's been going on is taken off. And then I need to take off all the visual claims. So 2931, somewhere like that. That's where I'll start another trim. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to trim down the parts with the visual claims. So what I've done is I've taken a note on where the visual claim is. So it was at 3011. Yeah, right here I'll trim it down right there, and then here I will trim down the final minutes. So I'm gonna trim down the visual claim, and then I will trim down the final minutes of the broadcast. So 56, 53, 25. Trim it there. I'm gonna look for other visual claims. Basically, I'll trim down this entire thing. I think there's like audio. I'm gonna keep all that here. I was very lucky that live stream didn't get. I am very glad Sony did not claim that. I'm gonna trim down his brother's things. This is for copyright reasons, as the live stream continues to be examined. And I think that's all the modifications that need to be made. Alright. So let's see. I think the ones in black, these are going to be trimmed. Alright. Okay, so I am now trimming down the Blackhawks lightning stream. That will be the last ever StreamYard that I run, as I do not plan on running any more after that. Alright. Okay, got that taken care of. Now that I have, because in addition to the trim, I'm taking out where it got claimed. So, with that now done, as I was saying earlier, if you remember our 294, if you remember the video I made on I-294 North, basically it was a remaster of the original 294. You know, the 294 from 88 to Grand Avenue. That video was actually recently remastered, but this time I threw in I-55 to I-88 and did it from there. So I-55 all the way up to the O'Hare Oasis. So that's where this song was. However, this was not the version of the song that I heard on Clay Ranger's video, or scenario rather, but this is very close. Here, I'll go ahead and play it. Tell for you. Oh yeah, and this was before I made all those editations. So I can slightly lower the pitch. And now we have the kind that matches what was heard in that video. That was one of those things. And another thing too, if you heard our previous weather scan broadcast, I actually heard that WDFA was actually doing a live stream for the moderate risk, and there was one song in the first stream that I enjoyed, so I'll go ahead and play that, and we'll mess around with this, see if we can make it sound. You know what? I think we should do. Ugh. All right, I gotta do What is this? Oh, what is this? Behold the sea. What's this? Behold the sea. The letter C.
So, I was looking through the channels today.
Highs in the lower 50s.
Yeah, KDK almost failed. Hey, Super Mario almost is getting close to the amount of subscribers I have currently. Interesting. As I'm right now at 274. So, thanks to whoever subscribed to me. I would like to be back at 279, but that is gonna take some work. But yeah, that's the severe weather theme right here. Now, I'm pretty sure, and now for the other thing. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play, you know what we usually use for our sign-off? This was called alt sign-off, but now it's no longer the alternate. You can tell right here, this was like, it was very bad recording. Well, actually, a few days ago, I was able to re-record the song. This time, it was up close and crystal clear. Yeah, that's the original pitch. I have it named Plainfield TV Sign Off. Now, basically, I adjusted these to the pitches that I like. So yeah, instead of that copycat further back with the sound effects of the bed or something like that, now you'll get to hear the sign off in crystal clear. So yep, you will now hear this version when we sign off. Plus, I decided I'd go ahead and add the other two. So I thought, why not go ahead and add the other two as well, just to immerse it better. Yeah. And not only did I do the second one, but I also did the third one. So essentially all three. So basically these are essentially low-pitched versions of the songs on my aquarium, and we will be using these for our sign-off sequences from this point on out. So I think what we'll do is we'll put all three together, because I do have one recording with all of it. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm basically going to do this in the same idea, right? So we're going to use sign-off, we're going to use the first sign-off tonight and Monday night. And then the second one will be for Tuesday and Wednesday night. Thursday and Friday nights will be both of those. Yeah, Thursday and Friday nights will be both of those. Yeah, both of those. And then Saturday night will be them all together. Will be all three together. So that will be after. That will be right after. Yeah, I'm going to go over tomorrow's enhanced risk in just a second. You know, sometimes I hate it how my website acts like this, because it's giving me, like, it's saying, like, oh, there's an error. Like, really? Like, where in the heck do you think there's an error? Like, there isn't really an error. Anyway, there is a new warning. And we're going to try this station here. Oh, wait, KDCD. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Because when I did KSJT, they failed completely. So we're going to do that one for this warning. I'll go ahead and play the entire third clip. Why not? I'm in good tonight. That's alright. Alright. Anyway, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are already aware of the upgrade, right? But if I want to share my mobile screen, I have to install the app on the PC. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I have to plug in the drive, my external hard drive, because that's where all the VMs are. Because that is where all of my virtual machines are located. They're all located in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open one up now and go through my I'm probably gonna change the partition name soon. VMs Windows 7, and there we go. Alright, we got Windows 7. Okay, now the next thing is because now it says in order for it to work, we need to install the Prism app for the PC. But I'm not going to install it on the host. I'm going to see if it'll work on another. Let's see. It sounds like it's only available for Windows 10. Let's see if it says it's only available for Windows 10. But this is okay, yeah, I think this is going to be a challenge because I think this is going to be quite a challenge here because what I'm booting up right now is a 32-bit install of Windows 7. Here, I'll go ahead and it won't let me. Alright, it won't let me. That's okay. I'm going to put this back on Audacity if it's still present. It is still present. Alright. I'll just go ahead and share the entire screen. I don't really care. So, this is going to be a challenge here because if I want to share my screen, I have to use the Prism. Oh boy. Cato and Grady now. Alright. Now all the stuff we get tonight, these are going to go in a separate, they're going to go in a separate compilation, so. Does KCCU not work? Okay. Let's try the other one then. There we go. And it's going. I'm gonna pull up the song we need later. Two earthquake early warning forecasts. Wow. Two early warning forecasts. Yes, for some reason I've been watching Sovereign Maid's remakes of Touchstone over and over and over again. That's usually what I do with my grandparents. I usually have all these videos. Oh, sorry about that. I usually have a whole lot of videos playing on a continuous loop. I have a lot of videos playing on a continuous loop. Let's see, show more, weather scan, and let's see if there's a download link to any of these. Let's see if there's a. I wonder if there's a download link anywhere. I'm only gonna play it when we need it. I guess it. Alright, guess there is no download link for it. That's okay. Alright, we'll play that when we decommission the info center later. So, as I was saying, I believe this is not going to work because this is a 32-bit copy of Windows 7. Let's see if we get any errors. Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to get an error because this is a 32-bit copy of Windows 7, and this program only works with Windows 10 64. I would say 10 and 11. I think it only works with those. Yeah, I don't think I see anything happening with the setup. So let me open up the task manager and see if it's running. Let me open up the show process, see if it's running. Yeah, it does not look like it's running. So, yep. It ran. It gave absolutely nothing. So we can confirm that no, Prism does not work with Windows 7. However, we do know it works with Windows 11. Because I know I tested a program that works with Windows 10. But we can actually confirm that it does work with Windows 11. So I'm going to go ahead and load up that virtual machine right now. So I'm going to go ahead and load that up. It's on the root of this drive for some reason. There it is, Windows 11, and we can load it. Huh, it didn't ask me for a password. Because usually with encrypted VMs, it usually asks you for a password in order to get into it. But that's alright. So now we're gonna try and install Prism again. It's best that I test it out on a virtual machine first before I go all out and installing it on an actual PC. So yeah, it's recommended that you try new stuff out on a virtual machine first before you start messing around with a VM. I don't know where that I know somewhere I have a copy of Bill 21.21996. I actually still have that ISO that was leaked, but I don't even know where that VM even is. Oh yeah, there's the Media Center edition that I was installing as well. There's that Windows 7 all-in-one ISO that I'm going to keep on here. But let me tell you right now, that compilation that I made, that 9-hour-long compilation, that was an incredible, like, the final size on that was 32.5 gigabytes. That was how large that compilation was in terms of size. But then when I downloaded it after uploading it to YouTube, the size was shrunk incredibly to 918 megabytes. Yes, that's right. A 9.5-hour video, only 918 megabytes in size. And I think it might be because of YouTube's compression system. And for some reason, another subscriber I'm part of put up a background from a logo. Some Go Horn mix. Jerry Bruckheimer You know, I'm into those Jerry Bruckheimer remakes or something like that. I haven't received any comments yet, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very special night. I mean, which of these brands would you consider buying from? None. Weird Al's Museum of Natural Hilarity. I'm assuming this is a new thing that recently came out. All right. Yep. Spring break's over for me. Time for me to return to school stuff. So, yep. As you can hear, I'm getting my latitude packed and ready to go. And I'm gonna try and get all those auto tests tonight. I don't know if I will. I'll try. Alright. My power bank is already fully charged. And great. I cut back, and this warning gets issued. Oh, wait a second. This is not the right Windows 11. This isn't the right Windows 11. So I must have booted the wrong one. This is the right one. Now this is the correct Windows 11. We need to start. I started the wrong one. I started the wrong machine. As I booted build 21996 instead of the final release. I didn't even see what version of Windows I started until I looked. So now we're booting the correct one. Alright. Now that I booted the correct virtual machine, so now, on my website, I had actually went through all those auto weeklies last night, and I had confirmed that those stations in Colorado are not streamers, so I have identified that. So KNUS and KRKS are both non-streamers. KDMR is not a streamer also. I don't think they even test at all. So that's what I confirmed. But in other words, I did try to go for as many of these tests as I could. However, I didn't get a lot. However, I didn't get the final ones. Like after 4 a.m., I just called it quits. Slept right through the fan and the fan, WDSY and WBZZ. Slept through both of those. Right now I'm making final changes and modifications. Oh yeah, that leads me to my next thing. I also missed WOKA and that other one. That's alright, there's always next time. And that reminds me of another thing. Those stations in Michigan. They're going to be testing very soon. But yeah, it's too bad we're not going to be hearing in Alaska iPaws now. But yep, now that means it's once again time for me to brace myself, as Una's Fluttery Realm is going to be waking me up. Also, the first week I heard about WLS streaming, doing their auto weekly, I actually confirmed that WHB is not a streamer. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and show you the updated list of tests. However, I don't think I need those reminders on the board because I already have them programmed in my cell phone. We do have Virginia tonight. Let's see. So we have Virginia tonight. West Virginia could test. So now here's where we need to see. So West Virginia is going to test tonight. If they do, then we have Virginia. Then we have North Country, New York. This is at 5 a.m. Then we have Mississippi. WMSI is going to be the originator for tomorrow's test. And then at 6:25 we have South Carolina. And then of course, because I'm in the first Tuesday, my state will be testing Tuesday night. So we have Massachusetts at 11 p.m. between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. Capital District at 12:07 a.m. My state at 12:15 a.m. Texas at 4:45. I'll be using WBAP. 6:47 a.m. is West Central Michigan. Then 8:48 p.m. is Buffalo. That's on Tuesday. For Wednesday, well, formerly still Tuesday for me, Mid Hudson and Sullivan. 11:15 Oklahoma. 11:22 Tennessee. Midnight New York. 2:55 Iowa. 3 a.m. North Carolina, and 10:44 Minnesota. And for North Carolina, I'm going to do WZGO like I did last time. So, like I did for the North Carolina Monthly last time, I'm going to do WZGO. That station that does an auto test. And then we have North Dakota, 11 p.m. Wisconsin at 11:50 p.m. 12:15 a.m. is Alabama, and I will be doing WQAH again for that. 3:30 a.m. is Long Island. So far, it's been hard for me to get, so I'll probably just do KTR IP. 4 a.m. is the Lower Hudson Valley, and then of course at 1:45 and 6:45 we have the statewide tornado drill for both Minnesota and Wisconsin. That's this week on the East Coast. On the West Coast, it's actually an entirely different story. You have Orange County at 7 a.m. Then 7:15 is Inyo. However, I've not been able to get that one. But then on Tuesday at 5:50 a.m. is Ventura. I haven't been able to get that, so I'm gonna need to do some research. 6 a.m. is New Mexico. Then 6:50 a.m. is Santa Barbara. I've not been able to get that, or Missoula. Samoa can test anytime on Wednesday. San Diego at 6:45 a.m. Riverside at 9 a.m. Washington at 10 a.m. However, I don't know if I'm probably going to use WWF 56. Or I'll probably use JO1 later. Whatever. Monterey is at 12:50 p.m. However, I don't know if I'm going to get that. Same with Imperial. It's known to be inconsistent. And then on the 7th, 2:15 a.m. is Alaska and Oregon. San Luis Obispo is at 6:50 a.m. I think this station is not a streamer. However, I'm going to need to confirm. Del Norte, Modoc, and then we have South Idaho at 1:50 a.m. into Saturday. So that's this week on the East Coast, or the West Coast rather. Now we already do have our weekend plans, so let's go through the changes. So let's go through all the changes to the weekly test schedule. WXYT is actually now at 1 a.m. Central. I have confirmed that even though they do have a stream on Odyssey, I have confirmed that they are not a streamer. I've confirmed that. WHB is also not a streamer. They've confirmed that. WLS does have a stream, and they've linked their website. Yes, I've confirmed those Denver stations aren't streamers. What else do we have? Oh, Art Fanatic posted the test late. And then I don't think we have anything else. And there isn't anything else really that is getting our attention. Yeah, I think aside those other two, there aren't really any other changes that need to be made. However, there is a few changes that I need to make. And for that, I'm going to add something to my weekly test website. Because for those who remember seeing my weekly test, the compilation that I posted earlier today, you know that we actually have a new station. We actually have two new stations. A couple things. First, we have a new stream, and it's actually KIH 62 out of Fresno, California. And we can thank Radioactive Girl for providing us the stream. We can thank her for that. And also we can thank Random Imposter for providing us Edmonton, Alberta. However, I had not been able to get that, unfortunately. So, I have actually confirmed, and also in there you can hear in terms of the Canada tests. So, in terms of Canada, I have actually confirmed that Canada's new test time is right at noon. So, all the stations, that previously went like 11:55, like 5 minutes early, those actually now go at noon. I have actually confirmed that. But what I am doing right now is I'm making adjustments to the weekly test website, and then I'm going to look and see if any other stations have been added. So I'm going to go over here to the Pacific, and I will change it. I'm going to change Elko because there isn't really a stream for it anymore. I don't think this even works. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to change this to so I'll change it to Hanford, H and X. So let's see how the thing is. So how is it usually worded? San Joaquin Valley. That's what it's usually worded as. I don't really care about that. But now let's see if any additional streams have been added. We already know about Saskatchewan. I think I did add Alberta already to my website. Yes, here's the Windows 11 that we're supposed to see. I booted up the wrong one. And I don't really think there's anything much else that I see on here. Yeah, no other changes. Because I believe I did add Alberta and Saskatchewan onto my website already. I'm just going to scroll through just to be sure. Oh yeah, that's right. We have about a few minutes left. So I want to start a new weekly test compilation. So I might combine severe weather and the test at the same time. Alright, now that we know that there are no other changes, let's see if any new ones have appeared on Weather USA. Apparently they still weren't made aware of yeah, they still didn't update it. Alright, that means there's only one more source to check. However, my site is lagging. I don't know why. Here, I'm just going to reload it. I'm just going to reload into the regular environment. Yeah, here we go. Now it just acts nicely. So if I go ahead and hit listen to NWR. As I remember adding Alberta in here. Yep, there's Saskatchewan. I didn't add Alberta, so I might as well go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, and I can tell by the time we do not have much time left before the auto test in Michigan. So I'm gonna try out the Prism Studio on a virtual machine first. Here we go. Alright, here we go. GKL, GMV, UPF, GLQ, and CCM. got all 5 going. Gotta get the camera ready. Alright, because now it's time. Alright, here we go. It's 10 o'clock. Alright, 10 o'clock, it's time. Stopped a little early. Stopped it a little early. That's okay. Alright. I'm going to add Edmonton now into my website. XLM532 Edmonton. And, Windows 11 took some time to load. I don't know why it's not. Okay, now it's going to let me copy Prism over. Okay, so, as a lot of you may know now, Windows 11 is actually now 64-bit only. So, obviously, I believe it does work with 10. However, I don't think the makers of Prism have yet updated the thing to say 10/11. So I think if that's the case, it actually may work on 11. So we're actually gonna see what happens. But first, I want to load up Jquake and show you those earthquake early warnings that went through earlier. And I'm gonna might as well add both Saskatchewan and Edmonton onto here. This is gonna be a new thing. Actually, I'll just add it onto the main site and then share it over. As I said already before we go, I do want to decommission the info center with that song in the background, so alright, nothing new in Oregon. So now I'm going through every stream on Broadcast Defy, seeing if anything new has been added or changed. Going kind of slow for some reason. I don't know why it is. I'm gonna close that since it's taken forever. I want to see what's new. Nothing in Idaho, of course. Nothing in Nevada, of course. Still 5 in Utah. Nothing has appeared in Arizona. Oh yeah, here we go. There's the... Okay, at least it'll allow us to replay. So, we're going to go ahead and rewind to 10:26, and now you will see the earthquake early warning forecast. Took some time, but yeah, here you go. Here's the forecast. There, that's the intensity right here. of 4. I just thought I wanted to show you that. I'm now going to go ahead and continue moving through all of these. Still 2 in Wyoming, 6 in Colorado, no other changes, 6 in New Mexico. In fact, all the mountain time zone tests actually went right through because we were able to get, I was actually able to get every single one, including Pendleton, that week. Storm Chasers. What is that about? Do we have 28 in Nebraska? No, we do not. We still have the 7 stations in Kansas. Speaking of which, I've actually managed to find some stations in I've actually managed, from the EAS plug, I actually found a few stations in, it was right after the test, that's okay, whatever. So, right after the test, let's see, so, I was actually able to take this opportunity and get Hanford this week, but I kind of missed out, like, on the opportunity. I had that one opportunity to confirm which tests were streamers and which ones weren't. However, for some reason, I slept through all of those. I'm not sure why, but 13 streams in Arkansas. Nope, we still have Fayetteville. Do we have Cherokee Village still? Wait, we lost Cherokee Village? Alright, well, that's interesting. There hasn't been any new streams in Arkansas, apparently. Or Louisiana. The same 41 in Wisconsin. And yes, I am back home safely. Still 22 in my home state. Yep, and we'll play our little song before we go, and we'll let you watch the info center be decommissioned. And we'll do it while the severe thunderstorm warning thing is in effect. And I checked Hebron, and I actually got a invalid feed ID error. So this leads me to believe that we actually now just lost Hebron. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because I could de-exit again in the future. And still 40 streams in Kentucky, still 34 in Tennessee. Do we have the same 2 in Mississippi? Yes, we do. We still have Anniston. Yep, let's go through everything here. Chila, that's Anniston. So I'm happy someone was able to put up a stream of Anniston. I don't know if it was SPC Calhoun. Calhoun, if it was you, thank you. So, Calhoun, if you were the one who put up Anniston, thank you very much. I think, yeah, that is already without Miami. Yeah, South Carolina, we lost Charleston. Nothing new. I am glad we at least have a GSP station we can get stuff off of. Yep, same 25 in West Virginia. We have 42 now in Pennsylvania. So apparently the Harrisburg stream, I believe, is now more widespread. Because now I believe it's stretching through all of, yeah, because now the Harrisburg stream is stretching through all of the coverage area, not just one particular county. And yes, Sky Blues, we are going to do Minecraft tomorrow. That depends on when tomorrow's enhanced risks. That's going to depend on when tomorrow's enhanced risk gets going. So again, it depends on whether tomorrow's enhanced risk gets started. And 22, I think I saw we were at 16 or something like that. We lost, yeah, now we're completely without Syracuse. So now we don't have Syracuse. Now, for Binghamton, we have to go after some FM stations, which is something we don't want. I'm just going to say that there are no other changes and adjustments made. So now, I'm going to go ahead and make another adjustment to my weekly test site. And while we wait for that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to install Prism on Windows 11, because I want to see what this program does first. Because when I ran it on Windows 7, I assume, yeah, I didn't see anything show up in Task Manager, so I'm assuming it does not work. But let's see what it does here on Windows 11 if it actually comes up with something. Okay, we get the, alright, we get the spinning circle. Let's see what actually, I think it might actually load this time, because this is Windows 11 64-bit. Or maybe it's programmed to only work with Windows 10. I don't know. Let's see if it's executing in the Task Manager. So I want to see what Prism is actually installing first. I see a anti-malware process running. I see, okay, there we go. Here we go. Prism Live Studio 64-bit installer and Prism setup. Ah, yes, here we go. Here's the prompt. So it says install in app data, and we can go and click install. And now it is installing. And while it does that, I'm going to go ahead and add Cerri. So now that leaves Ithaca, the only station we have remaining in that area in particular. Yeah, I didn't add Edmonton in here yet. So now we at least have a weather radio station in every province in Canada. So that's actually really great that we have at least a station in every province in Canada. Has been confirmed by train spotters reported quarter-size hail. That doesn't make any sense. Alright. So I'm going ahead and removing associated streams from my website. So now getting Binghamton is going to be hard. I'm not sure what the status is on the other Fort Worth transmitters. I'm going to scroll through Texas. We still have Palestine, we still have Fort Worth, we still have Dallas, we still have Waco, we still have all 4 of those. So I think, yeah, then the other change I really need to do is add in I'm going to keep those as they are. However, I think I confirmed that Winnipeg no longer tests at noon. So I'm going to take off Winnipeg. I'm going to scroll it down. Alright, and Prism has been installed. Let's start it. Alright, why is my page not loading? It's because I know what it's supposed to come up with. I could just go ahead and close these 2. Prism Live Studio 2.9. This is just like that Luna display because I can install it on mobile. Initialization failed due to rendering engine error. Yeah, this is because this is being ran in a virtualized environment, so that's because this is being run on a virtual machine, so it's very likely that it's not gonna work as good. But now I know at least what it does. So yep. So ladies and gentlemen, oh yep. Now here's where we have to log in with. Let's. I gotta be sure I'm hiding the right capture. So I'm pretty sure on Prism it's kind of the same experience, but I'll go ahead and tour the app. So to connect your mobile camera, you have to install the app on the PC. So then, yeah, because my iPad has flash, I can turn that on and off. I can do the same thing with the microphone. It's kind of like FaceTime. Well, I know you're not going to see it, but I'm just going to take you around it. So I can change the camera pro. I can add the chroma key. I'm going to close that before it shows any sign-in prompts. And then I can save the video to the photos directory. Look at that. Prism uninstall with the Windows XP recycle bin. Oh my gosh. That is pretty good. But hey, you have an info center for your station. I do understand that, but mainly it's just a weather scan. So it's not like info center related. So yeah, you can do stuff with the camera. You can can add beauty related. Yeah, you can even add graphics that can share your screen. So assume you have to go into screen mirroring, and then I think there's some way you have to go to mirror your screen. Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to see what that does before I install it on my actual PC. Then we have, you can record a short clip on it. Yeah, then here's that same menu. You can add colors. What else can you do? Yeah, here we go. Here's all those. Here's where you can add all those cool graphics. So here's where you can add all those cool graphics, all that good stuff. And you can do the same thing for a photo. So, updates are underway. Please keep your computer on. Oh yeah, I forgot. This thing didn't even do Patch Tuesday for like the past, I don't know how many Tuesdays. I forgot. It's gotta do some updates. I think when I click shut down, I think when I hit shut down, it like said restarting. Hang on a moment. Let me look back, because I think I clicked shut down. Oh, that's right. It wasn't showing the virtual machine. Oh, I forgot it wasn't showing the VM. That's all right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at all. All right, and right now, while we wait for that to complete, all right, we'll wait for that to finish, and while we do so, and Brandon, as we were going through earlier, I had said that we had introduced, that I actually had re-recorded our, sign-off sequence. Plus, we actually decided to go ahead and re-record the remaining two. So now, you'll be hearing different sounds on certain days of the week when we sign off. This is the Oh, great. Comanche, Oklahoma. What is up with Norman tonight? Ugh. Comanche. Alright, where can we do this? Ugh. KCCU. But it doesn't friggin' work. Why doesn't friggin' work? Ugh. Alright. Wait a moment. Let me see where all this is going, but I'll go ahead and play the entire sign-off sequence for you again. This is going to be Thursday. We can have this. You know what? Instead of, I thought? Instead of that Tremel Starks thing, we'll have this play as we say goodbye to the info center. Why not we do that? Why not we play this instead of that Trammell Starks thing? Come on, Windows 11. You usually don't take this long to run updates. But I should not shut down, because if I do so, then the entire virtual machine will be corrupted, and I will have to reinstall Windows, which is what I don't want to do. Which is something I do not want to do. Alright, now that I'm for some reason getting obsessed with Buena Vista again, I thought why not we go ahead and we'll play around with the Buena Vista jingle. So I'm gonna change that to, here we go, this is the Buena Vista sound. Before I do that though, I want to actually change the speed to half, because I think it sounds a lot better this way. It sounds really good like this. What if we play this variant backwards? Alright, let's play the medium variant backwards. There you go, that's the medium variant in reverse. How do you like that? That's great, the medium variant of Buena Vista in reverse. Oh yeah, these are still the hundreds of iPads I have yet to charge. I did charge this the iPad 2nd already, but it looks like it disadjusted. Because now, for some reason, it does not turn on at all. What else should we try? Let's try the short variation of Buena Vista. This is common. Also another thing, I actually also managed to find a rare long variation of the Buena Vista logo from 1995. You know, that very first one. Anyway, we have a new warning for pain. Can we get it anywhere? Where can we get that? Okay, I'm just gonna pass on that. That's alright. Anyway, are you gonna actually work on updates? It still says updates are underway. Like, oh, I think it might be. I think what it might be doing is searching. I think it might be searching for updates. So I think what it's doing is it's searching for them, and then after it's done searching, downloading, installing, and all that, then it's gonna restart. So that's what I think might be happening. So that's okay. That's all right. Okay, I'm gonna. Alright, I better stop playing around with Buena Vista. And I better not play around with Una either. Yeah. I better stop going crazy with Buena Vista, and I better not play around with Una either. Yes, I better stop going crazy with with the Buena Vista logo. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The time has come we conclude our final broadcast with the Plainfield TV Information Center. I mean, it has been, like let me tell you, I mean, with Ivy Weather, this is just, like, the whole Ivy Weather thing, it's been an experience, but the thing is, for some reason, this computer cannot handle running the information center for quite a while, which is why, like, every time, like, tune in at, like, 11:30, I get, like, a blank Ivy Weather and an error on the traffic camera, and then I come back and I see memory errors all around the system. So, yeah, I believe this was another reason why we are sealing the information center's fate. And I already have the new weather scan already set up and ready to go. So I don't know if we're gonna put I don't think we're gonna put WJON's log in the new weather scan, but I'll do a little tour of it. So I'm gonna do a little tour of the new weather scan before we go. So now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, thank you for watching the Plainfield TV Information Center. I placed the starting. Oh my god, every time I do something, you just mess it up. Alright, let's try this again. And now, for the last time, thank you for watching the Plainfield TV Information Center. And no, we do not start the soundtrack just yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The Plainfield TV Information Center has faded into history. And now, why not we go ahead and demonstrate to you the new weather scan network. Look at that. You can see the transformation from our info center is absolutely incredible. It is totally realistic. Yeah, look at that. The whole weather scan thing and everything, it's all realistic. I'm going to mute its browser source. So yeah, the Plainfield TV Information Center is now history. And I'm already very pleased with the new weather scan, and I do not feel like we should transition. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The Plainfield TV Information Center, the IEM bot, WGON, Ivy Weather, the traffic camera are all now history. They have all now faded into Plainfield TV history. So, thank you to everybody for supporting this info center concept. I really had a great time bringing it to you as much as I had showing it. Now, this is exactly what our weather scan emulation looks like. See, I already set it to Plainfield, even though it's set to Shorewood by default. So I said, see, it says Plainfield, Romeoville, Joliet, and Sugar Grove, and all that. It'll actually switch between those locations. And then here's what our start screen looks like. And then when we do live programs like this, I usually have to move it all the way down. So yeah, there you go. So then when we do a live program like this, instead you will see basically the whole display. See, like you're seeing my entire display. So that's what this is. And then when we run the emulation again, so yeah, that's what the whole thing is. So yeah, it does take some time to load. I mean, the whole weather scan concept took us a lot of time to come to fruition, and now you'll see text that says Weather Scan Network Live Program. However, though, we are actually looking to add severe weather graphics into our into the weather scan. Like we demonstrated, I actually do have new sets of songs coming for the weather scan, but at this time we'll continue to use the Info Center soundtrack as it currently is, and then when I record the new songs, then we will add them into the weather scan network. So yeah, this is a very exciting, this is a very historic moment for our Plainfield TV viewers, especially for those who were big fans of the Info Center when we first ran it. But it's time to move on. So we really hope, I am really, really excited to welcome back, or actually I'm very excited to bring back this weather scan concept, because when we had Ivy Weather previously, all it was just local on the 8s and nothing else. It was just local on the 8s on a constant loop with just one location and not multiple locations. Now we actually have the weather scan concept that it was meant to be. This was what the weather scan this is what the weather scan on Plainfield TV when it was first introduced should have been. This is what it should have been when it was introduced. And I'm seeing some 70s in the forecasts for next week. How interesting. But yeah, still my laptop is not, it doesn't want to cooperate when I try to run Plainfield TV on it. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see how well my desktop computer handles weather scan. I mean, it's just one web page and nothing else, so what's so bad about that? It shouldn't really handle it that much. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. And yeah, the almanac problem, that isn't really anything too significant. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You just witnessed a piece of Plainfield TV history. The weather scan, the information center is no more, and now, on my TV network, we can finally relive the weather scan that we all know and love. We can finally relive the weather scan that we all know and love, that we have not seen for several years. I'm very happy. In fact, after Pontiac sent it to me, everybody else was quickly made aware of it, and everyone started using it. Smyrna actually ran a live stream of it. Well, obviously, I was the first. I think I was the first to do so. After I told WeatherPro about it, he followed suit. And let's see, WeatherPro then followed suit. And then, so far, Washington is still using iViewWeather as of right now, even though I broke the emulation out to him. I'm pretty sure once he starts to see the emulation take shape, I'm pretty sure he'll think about switching. But yeah, look at that. Now you'll start seeing surrounding areas. How interesting is that? And on that note, yeah. So that's about it. That is gonna do it for us tonight. However, I'm gonna see if we can get this one for Grady and Stevens first. Yeah, this one to Stevens. Great, they're playing Taylor Swift. KCLI. Uh-oh. I think they're... It's in the nation's asphalt. Yeah, I think they're dead. Whatever. There isn't really much going on with them tonight anyway. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. We have just, so yeah. There you go, folks. You have witnessed a piece of Plainfield TV history with the retirement of the Plainfield TV Information Center and the beginning of the weather scan that it was meant to be. Like, there was a weather scan network before the info center, and this is what the weather scan network this is what that weather scan network should have been. And it's going to stay this way this time. Unless something happens to the emulation. That's okay, but now the issue is, how are we going to change the text here on the bottom? We can't do that. Well, that's alright. Well, that's okay. That's okay, it's an emulation, it's how it works, so there isn't really much to worry about. So, goodbye, Info Center. We really loved you, but I love WeatherScan better. Yes, indeed, Brandon. Yep. The weather scan that we all know and love is now officially a thing on Plainfield TV. I mean, everyone else was already made aware of it. I know Smyrna is already using this. Washington has not switched to it yet. He's still using iViewWeather. And WeatherPro, I already broke it to him and he's using it now. So I'm very excited. Oh yeah, and I can even switch it to different locations in time of severe weather. And in times of severe weather, I can go ahead and switch it to a different location. Like, for instance, I'm gonna change it to Lawton. So I'm gonna switch it to Lawton. So I'll let you see what is going on here. So yeah, here you go. So yeah, this is WeatherScan's severe weather mode. You already saw this with Florida, so here you go. This is WeatherScan's severe weather mode. It's playing a previous warning. For some reason it's showing a previous warning, although that warning has expired just now. Or, well, it did expire, but it got reissued. So yeah, this is WeatherScan's severe weather mode. However, the only difference is it does not say WeatherScan and the cable companies. The 6 TV brings you this special program because of severe weather in your area. It doesn't have that card. And you know what's actually interesting about the radar? I can actually zoom in. Yes, I can actually zoom in on this radar. Yes, I can zoom it in and out while it's on the screen. So while the radar is on screen, I can zoom it in, zoom it out, and all that. So yeah, I can zoom this in, zoom this out, and all that. So that is pretty cool. So that is pretty cool. Oh yeah, there's the 87 I was looking at previously when I was demonstrating with Wellington. It just took me to some other Wellington in the world. But yeah, that is WeatherScan's. So that's WeatherScan's severe weather mode. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, let's pull. Oh yeah, that's right. Why not just for the heck of it? Let's pull up Ivy Weather's severe weather mode. Why not just for the heck of it? Let's pull up Ivy Weather's severe weather mode. I want to do Lawton, Oklahoma, because I need the location so I can show Ivy Weather's severe weather mode. Let's see. Yeah, I wanna go through Ivy Weather's severe weather mode. 73505. We'll do Lawton. So yeah, let's load Ivy Weather again. Now it is gonna play the normal. It's gonna play the normal music.
Currently 75 degrees with light rain.
With severe weather, and that's gonna go into its severe weather mode. Severe weather mode.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for our area. Here is Joanna with more details.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a
that's the only difference, and now here's its severe weather.
Southwestern Oklahoma, Southern Grady County, in central Oklahoma, northwestern Stevens County, in southern Oklahoma, until 11:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 10:40 p.m. Central Daylight Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Sterling to 9 miles southeast of Elgin to 4 miles southeast of Lawton, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazards include 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Eastern Lawton, Duncan, Marlow, Rush Springs, Bray, Fletcher, Sterling, Eastern Fort Sill, Central High, Acme, Hullen, and Cox City. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Thank you, Joanna, for that important information. We will be sure to check in with Joanna again if there are any updates. In the meantime, we will stay in severe weather mode, giving you extra looks at the radar until all warnings expire. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for our area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy.
So, yeah, you can tell this is its severe weather mode. Basically, it'll basically show an abbreviated forecast, and it'll show the forecast and all warnings, and then it'll show extra looks at the radar. That's what iViewWeather really is. Alright, so I've just updated my weekly test website, removed non-existent links and everything like that. So yeah, there you go. That's Lawton. That's the severe weather mode on WeatherScan and iViewWeather compared. I'm gonna go ahead and set this back to my actual location. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to conclude our broadcast. And the VM finally shut down. Jeez, that shouldn't take a long time. But whatever. Anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this now concludes our broadcast day here on Plainfield TV. Thank you. I know it was pretty short because we were coming home, but thank you for watching. I'm so glad to be back home with everything, of course. So yeah, tomorrow will be the first morning stream with the weather scan without any problems. And then, depending on what happens with this enhanced risk, we are going to do Minecraft Live and Deal or No Deal. But I probably should go ahead and explain. However, I should go ahead and explain this. I should go ahead and explain this risk now before we go. Yeah, when I put in window captures. When I put in window captures as well, I have to make sure they cover this whole thing on here as well. Make sure it goes on this side of the screen also. Alright, I don't need to lock these two, but okay. So here's what we're dealing with the rest of the night. And then here is tomorrow's enhanced risk. As you can see, look at that, right through Shreveport. I will see what happens with this risk tomorrow. I already explained all of the tests for tonight. And this is for Dallas and Fort Worth. Oh my, Fort Worth is in this risk. So we're going to be going after a lot of BAP stuff tomorrow. And then here's the slight risk for Tuesday. Here is another slight risk for Wednesday. It's a 15. Here's Thursday. And then Friday, pretty quiet. So yeah, we got another almost entire week of severe weather on our hands. Boy, it's going to be another crazy week of weather. We may have 2 enhanced risks. We may only have 1, but who knows? We'll see. Anyway, we got the possible West Virginia monthly coming up here in a few minutes. I'll see if we can. I'll see if they happen on Monday. Otherwise, we'll check it at 11 p.m. each night. Alright, that is, everything that was for Monday. So I'll be getting the iPOS tests. We're going to do Minecraft Live. If that depends on what happens in the enhanced risk. And then for Tuesday, is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, Roblox Live. And then, yeah, we're pretty much back to normal now. Yeah, we are now pretty much back to normal with everything. So, almost. For Tuesday, we got Roblox Live and the Louisville test, and then Wednesday we have, of course, briefing, live severe weather programming. Thursday, we're going to do backyard baseball, of course. But for Friday, though, it'll be our weather scan days. Yeah, just like Info Center, weather scan will take the place of all Info Center activities. We'll do weather scan on the weekends, now that we've retired the Info Center. So basically, we'll have an exclusive weather scan weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be weather scan days. Basically, it'll be weather scan on the weekends, as if there's to kind of like if there isn't really anything exciting on TV, which it's usually on the weekdays. However, though, for Friday and Saturday, that's probably for that weekend. Next weekend is probably not going to be possible either. Remember, I have a lot of things going on. Our staff going on vacation again. Grandparent coming to my house and then being transported back to Oak Lawn again. And then coming back here again. And then I think the weekend after we should be back to normal again by the following weekend. From there. And then Monday we get to do it all over again. Of course, yeah. That's about all that I had to break down, and that is gonna do it. Thank you for watching a piece of Plainfield TV fade into history. I know it was hard to make the decision, but I was so excited. I'm so excited to welcome this weather scan to our TV station. It brings back so many memories, and I can't wait to share it with you. Anyway, on that note, thank you for joining us tonight. And now for the staff and management here at Plainfield TV, and especially now from all of us here at SPC Plainfield TV, we thank you for joining us. Stay safe and good night.